Hey, Matt here. Welcome to Mob Street. Today, I am up here with my 2021 TW200. My boys have been using this bike for their mowing business throughout the summer, and I really have not ridden it since then. So we got the tow hitch from Bradley Performance, got it installed on the bike, and they have been pulling a mowing trailer, or a little trailer that we got at Tractor Supply Company. They've been pulling a trailer behind this, and it's had their lawnmower, their trimmers, their gas, the stuff that they need to cruise around town and mow the lawns. Now, lots of folks have seen them with this on there, and they've thought it's been pretty cool to see these two out riding the TW. Now that I've got the TW back, and the mowing season for them is kind of over, just wanted to show you some of the things that I have found since I rode the bike last. One of the things that I've noticed right off the bat is they do not check the tire pressure on the bike. So there was one time I got on, and this back tire, I mean, even now, it feels like it could use a little bit more pressure in it. Then I noticed my foot lever, or my brake lever, was kind of bent and out of place. And when you're riding it, wonder if it'll do it if I pull it. There's a little bit of a squeak in it. And I don't know if that is my brakes right there. So this is the disc kit from Bradley Performance. So I might have to look and clean that up a bit. Or if it is the chain. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, that chain could definitely use a little bit of maintenance, and it's pretty loose too. So yeah, that needs to be cleaned up. The other thing I've noticed is my kickstand on this one sits quite a bit lower now for some reason than my other one does. See how far that one's leaning compared to how far that one's leaning. So if you look at the foot on that kickstand versus the foot on that one, yeah. How'd that happen?
It's been like that for a while.
Passenger peg, yep. They bent the crap out of that. And somehow, I don't know if you can see it in here or not, but right underneath the W and the 2, there's a dent. And the dent?
That I do not remember putting in there.
Not a big one, but somewhat noticeable for me. We've also got the Bradley Performance shorty levers on here. So brake lever, clutch lever, and if you look, the anodized finish on here is starting to fade just a little bit, which anodizing does. It's more of a, see if we can get some sunlight on it and show you. It's more of like a bronze color than it is the black. And I think what has happened here, obviously it's been out in the sun, but I think what happens is when my boys park, they put their helmets on this and on the back, and this one just gets left out in the sunshine. It is what it is. You know, it just gets colored. So they've used the Tusk Rack for, like, if they got to go run gas or get fuel real quick or whatever, they got the bungee on there. They put the little gas can on there. For their trimmers, that's perfect to put their little mix can on there. And then this happened. This is front fender is cracked. So I don't know that that was them. I think that might have happened when we took it to T-Dub Fest. So handguards, a little bit beat up. You can see I had painted these and they're a little banged up, but I knew this was going to happen pretty much when I sold the other TW that the kids were riding. I sold that one to get the Triumph Scrambler. I let the kids use this one, and I kept my 2019, my black and brown one, as my nicer TW. So the kids have used this one. It's been really, really good for them. They've been able to do a really good job with their little mowing business. When they took this one over, it was almost at 5,000 miles, and now we're at almost 5,700 miles. So they've done 700 miles on it just around town, mowing and stuff like that with it. And it has treated them really, really well, but it definitely needs a little bit of TLC for next year. So with the winter coming up here, I mean, it's October, I think 26th here. We've got no snow just yet, but the weather is definitely changing. It's getting colder. So we do have some winter maintenance videos that'll be coming up. It's also definitely in need of a wash, which is one thing, you know, you see all those different washing products for your bikes out there. What would y'all recommend? Because I've seen like Hogwash, Pig Snot, like Muck Off, all these different brands of cleaner to use. So I'm just trying to figure out like what really does the best. Right now it's basically just Dawn dish soap and water, but I don't know if there's something better out there or not to help get everything off of here. We do have quite a bit of work to do on the TWs. I've also got the Project 87 TW that I'm gonna get to work on. Dude, you guys, I'll tell you, I have been a huge fan of the Bradley Performance products that I've got on here. So the tow hitch, the rear brake, the exhaust, I've got the levers on here. Also, one that I haven't done a video on yet is these little preload adjusters from Bradley Performance. So you just take your fork cap off, put these in, and then just a little star Allen on the top of there lets you adjust the preload on your suspension. So right now I've got it at the midpoint, and that has actually been awesome. I have loved having those on there. You wouldn't think it makes a big difference, but it really does, just in the little bit that we adjusted those. So also the Tusk stuff, been a huge fan of. Obviously my hand guards, those things, I love those hand guards. I've got the Tusk front rack on there. Also the oversized Tusk bars, the 1 1/8" bars, and the bar clamps on here, plus the Tusk foot peg. Oh, one other thing that I've got from Bradley Performance, which I actually like more than the Tusk one, is the Bradley Performance shift lever. So the Tusk one only comes in blue, which I'm not a fan of, and I actually painted my other one, but this one is a nice silver, and it fits well, it's lightweight, and it gives you, you know, that little bit more room for your boot. So just the things that we've got on there so far, big fan of them, and I'll put the links in the description if you want to look for those. And we're going to be getting to work on it this winter, probably even starting sooner. I've got some new tires that I'm going to put on there using the Tusk tire changer, because changing these by hand is not fun. I've done that before, and I'd rather pay to have somebody install tires for me. But we're going to try the Tusk tire changer and see how it does with these. I've got the Shinko 244, so I'll have the 241 and the 244 to do some side-by-side comparisons with. And we're just going to get after it, get some more videos up and coming on the TWs and the stuff that we're going to be doing to them. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Tell your buddies with TWs where to go to watch more stuff on it. I'm Matt. This is Mob Street with my 2021 TW200. And we'll see you in the next one. Well, now that I got you here, how has it been using the hitch and the trailer?
It's been really nice. And it doesn't lower the bike at all. And it pulls the trailer really well.
Pulls it just fine? So, and obviously they're not going too fast because they're just going around town. But let me show you the trailer. This has been their mowing setup. So like I said, they got their trailer with the mower and the trimmers, and usually their gas cans are sitting right up here in the front. And then, so that little hitch right there just plugs into the back of the hitch on the TW, and they have been pulling this thing around and using that as their summertime money and just buying all sorts of stuff, and it's been good. Oh, that's good. So